Hi everyone and welcome to my Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain S-Rank walkthrough. This is episode 1, Awakening, and this is going to be highly edited, guys, because this is just crawling through the floor for like an hour. So I'm going to be editing out the most annoying parts. I'm gonna leave some, and then I'm gonna leave specifically the ones that you have to control in order to get the S rank, because this mission already has an S rank. It's really easy to get though. And I want to use this first episode to explain how this walkthrough is going to work. For that, to begin, I have to explain difficulties once again. Now, when you finish the game, you only get to repeat certain missions that are in the story, and don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil any mission or story, but you basically have to repeat them with some difficulties added to them. For example, a mission can have the modifier called subsistence, which basically leaves you with nothing, just your clothes. Another modifier can be complete stealth. And that means that if you raise an alarm, you fail the mission. And another modifier is extreme, which is, it could be hard difficulty, but it's actually harder than hard difficulty. You die in like 4 or 5 shots. So, and there are not many missions that have those modifiers actually, and that's a bummer, because I was expecting to have those modifiers. At first, when I was hearing about difficulties, I was expecting to have modifiers that, that I could have these 3 modifiers and just put them in any mission, you know, and just see that if I could realize full walkthrough in the modifier of full stealth or extreme, you know, so something cool. It sounded cool, but as it turns out, the difficulty is just normal with the artificial intelligence variations that kinda get strongest and learn about your tactics, and they defend themselves and stuff like that. So it ends up being not easy. It's not an easy game, especially the latest missions, but if I would have to express a few points, which I'm not going to be expressing in the missions themselves, I think this game has the worst boss battles in the entire franchise. And I'm not gonna go further into that opinion because it will be considered spoiler, and I told you that I'm not going to spoil everything. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm going to try to, even in the missions themselves, I'm not going to talk about the story part of the mission. I'm just going to talk about the game. So, I think the story is really bad. And it's hard for me to say this, because I started playing Metal Gear since Metal Gear 1. And then played Sons of Liberty, which was an incredible game. Then I played Snake Eater, which is my all-time favorite Metal Gear game, and still my favorite Metal Gear. It's just you can grab it now and play it if you haven't, and it's just an incredible game. And then I played Metal Gear 4, which was kind of lame. It was good. The boss battles in that game were cool. Actually, they were really cool. I liked them. They had a lot of style into them, and that's what we don't see here. I'm sorry to say this, I really do, but I don't see the soul of Metal Gear in this game. I see the gameplay, yes. I see a stealth action gameplay that's probably the best stealth game in the market right now. definitely. I see the potential of the Fox engine just wasted on open world areas that have nothing at all. I see the potential of a story that's totally wasted again. I just see potential wasted in this game. And I can't believe that Hideo Kojima, the ending of Hideo Kojima with this game, by leaving Konami or getting fired, I'm not sure what happened, but it has to be because they limited them. They limited in this game a lot of his decisions, and this is why this game, I mean the story of it and the progression of it looks so much full of filler, like so much full of filler missions. Just, you know, you get a piece of the story that's really interesting and really think you're going somewhere, and then you have 5 other missions, then you do nothing, like rescue random people, prisoners, and blow up some vehicles to help the guerrilla fighters that you don't even know or talked about. It's like I've never seen something this horribly put together. Like, what happened here? I mean, I'm sure Hideo Kojima is going to come out, not now because probably there is a contract, but when the contract ends, I'm sure he's going to come out and tell you and tell all of us what this Metal Gear was supposed to do, and what it ended up being, this half-assed Metal Gear, because I have to call it like that. Now, some good things. The gameplay, as I said, is really good. So much annoying stuff though. They always have to return to this helicopter. This love for the helicopter, I don't understand. Why couldn't we have a Metal Gear that had a focus story like Snake Eater, and that had all these open world environments, yeah, but just make them less open world and just give us missions. And if you want to give us side missions, just give us side missions. And the whole thing with the mother base is so... I never really liked it, and that must be the point where I draw a line here, because I played Peace Walker and I kinda liked it, but I liked the main missions, the missions with the story. I didn't like fumbling around with the mother base, and for what reason? For no reason at all, right? Just to fucking... just like it's a part of the game and you have to do it. But in here is again, this is like an HD version of Peace Walker. This doesn't go forward with Mother Base. It's just the same shit all over again. And I just can't understand that. I just can't understand why. What were they going with the story? Why the choices that they made? Why did they have to... I mean, they could have stopped Big Boss's story at Snake Eater, and we would all understand why Big Boss became a villain in Metal Gear 1 when the MSX game, when Solid Snake goes and eventually stops him, because they killed the boss, they killed his mentor, and he's really pissed off at America, so he goes to create his own private military company. And even with Peace Walker, that would have been fine if the saga of Big Boss ended with Peace Walker, because just hear me out on this. What does this game has to offer in terms of Big Boss? It almost has nothing to say. Kojima says that this game explains and puts a circle in the saga, and I'll say yes, they close some things, but only with weird explanations, like we are accustomed to, right? Like with everything is nanotechnology, right? That's not the story, right? But I'm just saying, like Metal Gear 4, everything is nanotechnology, right? Just it's that same kind of level of explanation, which is totally fine because that's what I'm expecting from a Kojima game, something fucking crazy. But what I ended up getting is something that is half crazy and half trying to be a lot of realistic combat, a lot of realistic stealth. And these two parts really bump with each other. I mean, I don't think Metal Gear should have gone open world. That's it. That's the entire point that I was trying to make. I don't think Metal Gear works on an open world. Metal Gear works as a linear game. So immediately for an S rank you have to turn off the reflex mode. This is going to give you a lot of points. I'm going to be putting some harder levels first. That might be off-putting to you guys, but I'm going to be putting some of the later levels first, just for entertaining and usefulness. Because if I put the first couple of levels, it's not gonna help anyone. It's not gonna entertain anyone because they are all over the internet already, and I wanted to do my version of them. Now some of them are going to have bodies, mainly the dog and the horse. I'm not gonna use Quiet and I'm not gonna use the robot, and that's because playing with the dog is the most fucking amazing thing in the game, and playing with the horse is necessary to end some missions with S-ranks. So I will only cover the main missions of the game, and everything will be S-rank, all the main missions. I will not cover side ups, at least not with commentary as part of the walkthrough. I might record some side ups and upload them, but they will not be part of the main walkthrough. So this is really easy to S-rank, the first mission. You just have to shoot this guy and we are already at the end. And yeah guys, so if you see a chapter that is number 32, 36, 35 next, it's because the number of chapters are going to be changed accordingly to what I'm recording at the moment. And I'm going to upload them because they are in itself closed missions, so no one misses anything if I do so. And don't worry about not being in order, because at the end I'm going to start doing the playlist is going to be in full order by the end of the walkthrough, so you're going to have chapters 1 to, well, I don't want to say how many chapters there are because that could be a spoiler too. I'm going to try to minimize the amount of spoilers as much as I can. So we are approaching the end of Awakening, episode 1, and we'll see each other in the next episode, guys. Thank you for watching, and let's begin this walkthrough. Let's see how difficult this can become. See you later.